Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Gundicha, how are you?
I am doing very good.
That's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
On this platform of the Vaishnava Acharyas.
It's the time change from Hawaii to here. It's only I'm only 1 hour difference from Colombian time.
Oh, very good.
And I'm you look really good, Gurudeva.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm connected to some devotees here, and tomorrow I'm going to be going to Baltimore to the temple in Baltimore, and I'm going to meet more devotees there.
Okay, you're still in Baltimore.
I'm still in Maryland right now.
Okay, very good. How's everything going with your mom?
My mother, she's doing much better right now, and she really likes to be part of the activities that we do, and so I don't know, I really want her to come and visit India, but she's not sure if she wants to come right now. Anyways, the Harinam, there's a Harinam around the corner from where she lives, like literally like 5 minutes away. We can just walk there every Saturday, like on Saturdays.
They have Harinam.
Harinam, and they've been doing, and I met one of your spiritual brothers, Palaka, from the temple in Potomac, and
Palaka, from where is he? From Germany?
He's American, and that's his spiritual. His name, his name is Palaka, and he was one of the people that was with His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada when he was writing his books, like back in the time that in this in the 70s, and Prabhupada, I guess he would come to the temple in Potomac regularly, and Palaka was one of the people, one of the devotees at the time that helped him distribute the books all over the world, and he mentioned that. That he had sent a lot of books to South America, and he also sent a lot of books to Cuba, and so he was also thinking. He said he contemplated the possibility of sending more literature to South America, but he said that would, that he would have to think about how he would go about that. Right now, they're building another addition to the temple in the Potomac temple, like a huge part of another an addition to the temple, and they're spending like a few $1 million on it. And
wow,
I know. And anyways, I met the devotees there. A lot of Hindu people are there, and so we'll see Baltimore. I'm excited to meet the devotees in Baltimore. I gave Palaka one un medallón, le di un medallón a Palaka que me mandó Goswami Maharaja de Brindavan, y se lo di de parte de usted. Y también repartí llaveros que me mandó Goswami Maharaja. Y pues sí, so far so good. I'm just I feel very blessed that that they're pretty welcoming, and and they're getting to know me.
Yes, come in. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Jai Radhe.
Jai Radhe.
You're taking care of me.
Mataji is taking care.
Who?
Mataji.
Acha.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Go ahead, Gundicha.
And so that's what I'm doing right now. They're getting to know me. This is as much I have seen a lot of Hindu people in the Potomac Temple, and that's pretty amazing. I when I got off the airplane in Reagan National, I just wanted to hug everybody because I was raised here I'm so used to being around diversity, being able to see Muslims, Jews, Hindus, people from all, parts of cultures. And so it was a good experience, and just getting off the plane and being here. And then, so now I'm just trying to support my mother at, being able to get her to eat a lot of prasadam. That's what Mother Atma advised me, to get her to eat a lot of prasadam. And it was interesting because Palaka said the same thing. And so hopefully, she will let go of her physical body and have a good, a good birth, hopefully in a Vaishnava family. I don't know what Krishna will decide, but I really just want the best for my family, to be as blessed as I am right now, to be with you and with my spiritual brothers and sisters.
Oh, very good, very good.
And I'm also, I'm thinking about, obviously going to see you in person in India. And so we'll see how that happens, because I spend a lot of the money that I was making in gas, because the gas prices went really high, and then the rent and everything. So I didn't have a chance to really save much money. And so we'll see how that happens. But I definitely want to see you and receive further instructions from you, and just, in a more, and study more, and with my other brothers and sisters.
Okay, we have to stop here now, Gundicha, because the chat is starting. Already more people are coming, so private chat we can continue somewhere else. Dandavats Mata. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hari Bol.
My obeisance to you.
And my obeisance to you also.
Jai Dandavat Pranam Dasarila Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Madhava Krishna.
Dandavat Madhusudan, this Madhusudan Prabhu. Keyboard. Where are you connecting from? Dandavat Pranam Madhuri Gundicha from Hawaii. Maharaj.
Krishna Madhava, Dandavas.
I'm bored. Where are you now, Madhava Krishna?
Now I am in Vrindavan Dham.
Ah, Vrindavan. Okay.
Yeah, by Gurudev mercy.
Ah, ouais. Yes. And you, Maharaj, where are you now?
I'm in Germany right now.
Ah, Germany. Okay.
I'm connecting from Berlin.
Mm. OK.
I think this will be our last Zoom meeting in this platform. For the next month, we will change another platform, so Zoom, another Zoom. I will try to find out the one we can control more and make more co-hosts and have easier access to the videos like this.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I think Panchatattva forgot me.
Panchatattva what?
Panchatattva forgot me to put me co-host.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's why I mean, maybe it's not his fault, but this platform is kind of hard to use, and that's why I want to change. I think it's better.
Mm-hmm.
Also, no, because this is given by some devotees from South America. They have a yoga.
Okay.
Yeah, but there is also another one you can get from. Some other devotee told me that they can give us the access. Then I think it's better.
I don't hear the last part. You speak.
So other devotee also, for them, it's possible to give us access to their Zoom platform. Then we can use that one, and I think will be better. Now I am in, now that I am in Vrindavan, and this is like our World Vaishnava Association base. Then we can try to actually develop more projects and try to involve more people. I will have more time to dedicate for World Vaishnava Association, mostly after Kartik, but even these days, yeah. So then actually I will request you, to all of you who are here, maybe who wants to join like the, how you say, the active base secretary of World Vaishnava Association, then we can see according our times and possibilities, what else we can support to make the World Vaishnava Association more professional and better, and try to join more Vaishnavas. Also, now maybe we can reactivate our web page, which is very important. We have. And we have actually all the historical minutes of our meetings, and that's also very, very nice, very good that we can like have an historical access to it. And yeah, so we will see what else we can do. I would like also somehow to establish a platform where the devotees can offer their service to different missions. Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Put it here. Yeah, that's fine.
I was talking to someone else there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Those ideas.
Hare Krishna, Jai Bhakti.
Hare Krishna, Rasalila. Ce sera en français?
Non, non, non.
Oh, ben, c'est pas la peine.
C'est en anglais. Non, non,
Ah
non.
bon, bah, c'est pas la peine, je comprendrai. Ok.
She's from
Allez,
Martinica,
bonne
but
journée.
she doesn't understand English, but she left.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat. So she's from Belgica.
Non, 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 non Belgique, Martinique.
Martinique. West Indies.
Martinique.
West Indies.
Ah, very nice.
Hare Krishna.
Very well.
Good day. Good day. Allez, au revoir. Au revoir. Allez, bye bye.
Bye. Bye.
Martinique,
Bye.
Martinique, you speak Spanish or English?
French. Not
French.
not English, not Spanish, no only. Aussi. Also.
Also.
Allez.
Mm.
Allez, bye
Hare
bye.
Krishna, Jai Bhakti.
Good day. Bonne journée à toi aussi. À
We
bien.
will
À
try
demain.
to get some translation for you in the future.
Jai Bhakti,
Oui.
Madame Krishna il dit que c'est que la prochaine fois ils vont mettre en place une traduction pour les Français aussi.
Ah, merci. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe, Radhe. Allez. Je pars.
From there, do you hear any noise from the fan, or my sound is okay?
It's okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I got a spoon. Thank you.
Jai, welcome Ishapriya Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Where are you now?
Dandavat Pranam. Dear Madhu Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, how are you, Prabhu?
I am fine. Very good.
Are you in Russia?
Yes. I know speak English. Very bad, little.
Very good, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam, Gaura Bhakta Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Welcome.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, welcome. Where are you getting online from?
France, from France.
From France, yes. Rasalila Mataji told me you are our our guest today. Very glad you come. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Where in France are you located, Prabhu?
Excuse me, you said?
Where in France are you located?
It's near Paris, near.
Near Paris, okay.
Not exactly Paris, outside Paris.
Nice, good. We are very happy you are here. And I see also Narajani Mataji is here. Dandavad Mataji, Hare Krishna, welcome.
Hare Krishna. Jai Dandavat.
Jai Dandavad Mataji. How are you?
Okay. I'm always happy when I come for this reunion. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
We are also happy you are here.
Thank you, Jai Gurudev.
I have talked with Srila Bhakti Prapana Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, our Vice President, and he is now traveling in Assam in the preaching program. So maybe it will be a little bit hard for him to join us today, as Janavi Mataji, who is also traveling with him. And the connection is not there. They are going on the villages. Very beautiful program. And I also talked with Bhakti Vichar Vishnu Goswami Maharaj from Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mission. And now he is not good of health. So actually he also sent a message because his Vyasa Puja is actually next week, in 8 days, next Saturday, in the Lalita Devi's birthday, appearance day. But he's having some problem. Then he actually requests to don't celebrate Vyasa Puja, but he requested to all of you, to all the devotees, to please chant the holy name for him. Now he is in Orissa. And we also are praying for him, for his health and his strength. He's our General Secretary and very dear for all the devotees. And also I talked with Srila Bhakti Vibhuda Vadayan Goswami Maharaj, who is now in Italy, traveling. He will be in France soon also for some days. So now he is actually in a program. It will be a little bit hard for him also to join us. But I see here is also Chaitanya Lila Prabhu from Costa Rica. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Jai, Dandavas Pranam, Prabhupada Krishna, Dandavas para todos los Vaishnavas. Un abrazo, Haribol.
Haribol, Haribol. This Lubov is Lilamai Mataji. Is it you?
Hare Krishna, yeah. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. How are you?
Great, thank you, great. Haribol.
Thank you. Actually, Lilamai Mataji is also one of our secretaries. She's from Russia, and she's doing so much seva for WVA by taking all these meetings. She cut it in parts and uploaded to YouTube, to our YouTube channel, that now I'm inviting you to visit. We have very historical meetings there, even from the first one in 1994 that was made here in Brindakunj with many great Vaishnavas, actually Guru Varga, I mean Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada disciples. Yeah, it's very nice to have their darshan. There is some harikatha. There are also some bhajans and also some videos that during all these years that WVA have been established. We have get a lot of very nice videos and audios from our Guru Vargas. Also, we have some questions and answers from our advisors. Then also to clarify some aspects of our philosophy, our Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. Then I invite to all of you to get a look and also to get some reviews of our meetings. Like the last meeting, we had such a wonderful explanation from Bhakti Vishnu Maharaj about the Kadashi with a lot of pastime and context that we didn't know. So you are all invited to come back there and check those beautiful instructions and yeah, philosophy. So I think we can sing Jai Radha Madhav and then start our meeting with the devotees that are already connected. I would also like to ask for you to excuse me because this month I could not give the proper advertisement to the meeting because we had a lot of festivals while I was in the Berlin temple. Then I could not like spread more the invitation, even though I just did with 1 week of time, and also I sent to person by person, but maybe I had to do it as usual, but I want me to excuse me for this. We have the honor and the happiness to have here to Srila Bhakti Alok Paramadvaita Goswami Maharaj, a senior devotee in this meeting. So I don't know, Maharaj, if you would like to say something, or we can sing a little bit to give more time, more devotees to join us.
Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Bastai Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavati Paskatya Disatani. I'm so happy to be here today with all of you, having the company of the Vaishnavas, aspiring to unite all Vaishnavas in the world for the joint struggle against all the illusion, all the incredible amounts of illusions going on in this world. Unity is for a common cause. We have so many common causes, and also, of course, we have separate private causes. All of them are transcendental, because either whether I'm caring for my own mission, or I'm caring for Vaishnavism on the whole, or caring for theism on the whole, or caring for the animals' plight on the whole, whatever is our common goals, it is blessed by our Guru Varga. And as such, we have so much to share, so much to communicate, so much to help each other. And just the fact to know that we all exist is already a remarkable psychological strengthening. I was always admiring the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who lived in India after Lord Chaitanya's appearance. Pritiviti achayate nagaradigram sarvata prochara hoibe moranam. It had already been announced that the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would be listened to in the whole world, and that people all over would be hearing about his Siddhanta, his grace. But those devotees in India, they had to read this shloka without seeing any real transformation of the people in the world. Just like today, we see there's devotees everywhere, but they're in such a minority, whereas the greater majority of the people don't know anything about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his mission. But in the older days, they just knew that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is well known in a few parts of India, and that's it. So I admire them, how much faith they had that Mahaprabhu's mission will be spread. So now it's being spread after my Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada made his world campaign. He set the ground for a spiritual revolution. And this spiritual revolution, later I want to speak something about, which is very amazing. I was talking to Bhakti Chandan Shanto Maharaj, one of the disciples of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and also a Shiksha disciple of Srila Narayan Maharaj and Srila Sridhar Maharaj, both. So he's born in England, and he pointed out how Srila Prabhupada created a spiritual revolution by setting the stage of the language. I wasn't aware of that so much because I learned English in Krishna consciousness, and therefore everything I learned, the vocabulary and the different meanings, I automatically thought, oh, this is Old English or English standard. But by Chandan Maharaj's, by Santo Maharaj's explanation, I could understand, no, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada actually set the stage of giving meaning to words and explaining words which help us to understand the Bhakti Siddhanta. If later you give me some chance when there's more people, I will gladly expand this idea by giving all the examples. I just say this now as an introduction, how Prabhupada created a new usage of the English vocabulary, which then later was translated into all other languages. And this vocabulary helps us to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Jiva, the relationship with God, so many things like super soul. Give this example, super soul. Who knows about super soul? It does not exist in the English language. They only know about Superman. But super soul is a concept which is so amazing that it introduces Paramatma. And as such, it is giving us a real life, real vision on the Siddhanta. Anyway, if later you give me a chance, I will give some more explanation on this. This is just a few words of introduction, and also my dandavats to all the devotees present here from France. Great delighted to see the French devotees, South American devotees, Russian devotees. And we are actually, this Vishva Vaishnava Raj Sabha is a very humble beginning, but it is a humble beginning of an effort which was started by Srila Jiva Goswami very, very clearly. Srila Jiva Goswami could see the great need of a network, of a fabric, which spreads the Vaishnavism to every nook and corner of the world and gives us joy and happiness, support, and so many other things. And this Zoom platform is giving the best opportunity of this ever. We had many meetings in India for over 20 years, Mayapur, Vrindavan, even in other places, Delhi, Jagannath Puri. And we got a few devotees from different parts to join, and that was very joyful. But now, by this Zoom platform, we can listen to acharyas like Srila Bodhain Maharaj, Srila Bon Maharaj. We can listen to them even from South America, from Russia, from China. And this is unheard of. Before, if you wanted to listen any word from such great souls, you had to journey to India, or you had to have the good luck that they come to your vicinity. Both of these things very difficult to achieve. So I think this platform is very highly blessed by Srila Jiva Goswami. And the more people join us in this, the more friendship will develop between the different Vaishnava missions, the more we will fulfill the purpose of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Sri Maharaj, Srila Narayan Maharaj, Srila Puri Maharaj, all both Puri Maharajas, and all the other acharyas. None of the acharyas could say, oh, we don't care for Vaishnava network. This is not possible because it is the wish of our acharyas. Anyhow, I close my introduction words here at this point, and I simply say, thank you for coming. I feel very delighted to have your company, and please accept my my humble dandavats. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you very much, Maharaj. Yeah, exactly. That's the spirit of World Vaishnava Association, Vishva Vaishnava Rakshava, to try to inspire everyone in the union of diversity of the different missions and the different devotees to understand we are not alone. It is not just my mat. It is not just the temple of my neighborhood. It is not that I am alone practicing my spiritual life. Actually, we are all in one mission, one only objective, that is to please the divine couple under the instruction of our Gurudev and our Param Gurudev, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, that spread the mission of love of Lord Chaitanya through his inspiring devotees, disciples that are our Guru Vargas, as Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhartha Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Hridoyavan Maharaj, etc. Then for today's meeting, we had proposed two important topics under the guidance of Srila Bhakti Vichar Vishnu Goswami Maharaj. That is Sri Krishna Janmashtami that we were just celebrating this month, and preparation for Sri Radhastami that is coming next Sunday, the next week. Then also some Yatras report, but of course, if any of you would like also to add some other topic, as today Maharaj was talking to us about the importance of the Krishna, the introduction of the words in English by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, then of course this could be also shared. So thank you very much. Then I will request to Bhaktivedanta Govinda Maharaj to please give us some words according to these topics. Thank you very much.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Maharaj.
Listen my voice.
Yes, Maharaj, we can hear you.
Om Agganatimantasya Ganandana Saraga Chakshumi Dispensing Benamo. First, I give my Dandavat Pranam to my respectful Pavan Gurudev Srila Bhakti Puri Goswami Maharaj. Then I give my Dandavat to my both Shiksha Gurupad, who show me the root of the Vaishnavaism, who always given me instruction. Those are Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Bharati Goswami Maharaj. Then I give my Dandavat Pranam to my Shiksha Guru, Sannyas Guru, as my own father, Srila Bhakti Alak Paramadayati Swami Maharaj, Holy Lotus Feet, and my joint Sannyas Guru, Srila Bhakti Prapanna Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, Holy Lotus Feet, and giving my Dandavat Pranam to all of my Guru Varga, and at last, Gauriya Goshtipati Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, Holy Lotus Feet. Madhav Krishna?
Yes, Maharaj.
Madhava, you listen?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So, today I'm a little bit late, but Srila Gurudeva already giving introduction speech to us. And today's topic is Janmashtami.
Shri Krishna Janmashtami and preparation for Radhastami.
Preparation for Radhastami, yes. I went to Bangladesh. Everybody know, maximum devotees know I went to Bangladesh for almost 13 days in Bangladesh. Unlucky 13, but I going for 13 days. And there I look how they are prepared for Janmashtami. They are wait for Janmashtami 1 year. And this is the one of the country where giving central Janmashtami festival. And devotees come out from their house and make big like procession in road and also in river, because Bangladesh is the full of the river. Ganga going there as a Padma, and Brahmaputra going there as a Jamuna, Meghna, many of river, Bhairavi, Madhumati, Karatua, very beautiful name, and river are there, and they are make procession on launch on the boat for the Janmashtami. And I am 2 times I'm in Bangladesh for Janmashtami festival. One time with our Harijan Maharaj from Hungary, and one time I am alone with Gurupata Mitra Prabhu. And this year also I giving the Harikatha speech. Which temple? This is the oldest temple of the Dhaka, Shri Gaurango Radha Banshibadan temple. And I am so lucky, I am sitting on the Vaishnava of Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada Jagadguru. On this temple, Srila Prabhupada and my Guru Vargas and President Acharya Varga, many of Acharya Varga, giving the speech. My father, my Gurudev Srila, Shiksha Gurudev Srila, Bhakti Alak Paramadvaiti Swami Maharaj also giving the holy speech here. So, when I given Harikatha speech, they are say, Mahaprabhu is from our country. We are know Mahaprabhu, everything about the Mahaprabhu. We are want to know about Krishna Janma Leela, pastime of the Krishna's birthday, Janmashtami from you, because you are living in Vrindavan, you are Brajvashi, Sannyasi. So, only, I think, if we are wish the Janmashtami, only by Abhishek, that is nothing. Mainly, if we are not fully, if we are not dedicated us fully to the lotus feet of the Krishna, and we are not always thinking about the Krishna Janmashtami Leela from 1 month before of Janmashtami, then Janmashtami make only a occasion, only a program for us. If we are always remember Krishna Janma Leela, why Krishna come here for save us from the demon? Because Krishna said, everybody know in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, in 4th canto, Krishna said, Jada jada himasya glani bhavati bharata bhuttana adharmasya tadadmanam jammam paritana sadhanang dharma vinasya sudushkitam dharma samastapanartha sambhavami jugodi. If we are not remember, Krishna came here for save us, for save our devotion, for save the devotee, then it's not necessary to make a program as Janmashtami program. I know one Mataji, here also Mataji is now here, Rashalila Devi Dashi. Rashalila Devi Dashi, maybe 4 months before, 4 or 5 months before, I forget. One from me, the 3 Shaligram Shila. And like when this Shaligram Shila, I sent some special Shaligram Shila to her by post, by special post. And when she got this Shaligram Shila, she replied me, at last, Krishna come on my house. Because she feeling, this is not Shaligram Shila, this is feeling, this is the Krishna himself going to France on her house by the round half of the world. Because this time, now also situation is same. The France flight not go directly across the Russia, across the Ukraine, France, anything going to France, anyone going by Sharjah, going by Dubai, going by Qatar. And the Shaligram also went round of the half of the globe. And I feel the devotion of this Mataji thinking the Krishna come on our house, on my house. So this is the example of devotee. All of the devotee, these Matajis, like this many of. I making Abhishek, Pratishtha, like installation, the two deity in Bangladesh, one in Panchagar or Nishingadev temple, the oldest temple. They are bring to nice, so beautiful deity is called Radha Madhav. They are giving the name Radha Madhav or Radha Govind. I forget. I installation this deity. I give in Pran Pratishtha. I installation. I make Artik, Pran Pratishtha, everything. Abhishek, installation, the deity. And when they are bringing this deity, I saw normal deity, but after the Pran Pratishtha, I look face is totally changed. Who is my Facebook? They look the deity's photo. Those deity photo is there, both of deity. So if we are with the Krishna Janmashtami only one day, this is not good. Krishna Janmashtami, we are must feeling Krishna Janmashtami every day. We are every day serve to Krishna as Janmashtami. Like Rashalila Mataji quickly make the Abhishek of the Shaligram Shila, those three Shaligram Shila. Rashalila Mataji, you remember? Quickly you done the Abhishek of those three of Shaligram. And Rashalila Mataji say, now today's Krishna Janmashtami is here. Because Krishna came here and I make the Janmashtami, one Janmashtami. So this is the Krishna Janmashtami. We are going to Gokul because we know our Gauriya Tattva, our Vaishnava Brahma Madhva, Gauriya Saraswat Vaishnava Tattva. The Nandanandan Krishna born in Gokul and Vasudev Krishna born in Mathura. So Krishna Janmashtami means the go to Gokul, go to Mathura, and who is the Krishna Janmashtami Kirtan, doing this and take the Anukalpa, and someone take the Mahaprasad also, and full night, not sleeping, who is the Krishna Janmashtami? No. Srila Harijan Maharaj from Hungary, my godfather, our Vrinda mission, one of the sannyasi, he said, Krishna Janmashtami we must be doing on our heart in Bangladesh. I remember in the same place in Banshivadan temple. So I am not giving speech from my mind. I give speech, I follow, I listen. The Harikatha. Srila Bhaktivalabha Tirtha Goswami Maharaj said, listen the holy speech, then you can speak. Shabana Kirtana, not Kirtana Shabana. First listen, then Kirtan. First Shravan, then Kirtan. So I follow the sannyasi. So in Bangladesh, I got one Shevak, two Shevak to my server. But I said, they are my Shiksha Guru. Because they are always teach me, Maharaj doing this, Guru Maharaj doing this, Guru Maharaj doing this. Guru Maharaj is eating this, Guru Maharaj not eating this. Like Shiksha Guru always teach me. So, if we are thinking, we are great Vaishnava, and another who is the server for us, they are our disciple. They are our disciple, not our Guru. But Srila Prabhupada respect all his disciples as his Gurudev, as Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. So this is the Krishna Janmashtami. And time is very short. So about the Radhashtami. So Radhashtami, Krishna Janmashtami, Radhashtami is the more glorious festival in Braj than Krishna Janmashtami. Because in Brajamandal, Radhashtami is the more glorious than Krishna Janmashtami. Because in Brajamandal, in Vrindavan, not have any king, they have queen, and queen is Radharani. So we must be wish the Radha Ashtami as a holy appearance of our queen. Like in England, the Queen Elizabeth II now is 96 years old and full of the England and Scotland, Ireland, all of those the attach of the England state, and also in Australia. There is the birthday of the Queen. So Australia is so far from England, but Australia, New Zealand, there is the birthday of the Queen. So our devotee, maximum Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha member devotee who is the join of the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha meeting every month, there must be with our Queen birthday, because we are follow the Vedic system. We are under king and queen. Every kingdom have a king and queen. Like Germany, follow the system of the Aryan. German have no president. They are called president as a chancellor, as a acharya, because they are say we are Aryan country. Our head is one acharya, one chancellor. Acharya means chancellor means acharya. And the king, the real king of any kingdom, as an acharya of the state, of this kingdom. So acharya means this. What is the acharya? Mahapurush आचार करें जेबा ना करे प्रचार, प्रचार करें जेबा ना करे आचार, आचार प्रचार जेबा करे दुई कार्य, सही जगतेर गुरु सही है आर्य. So acharya, which acharya or chancellor, which chancellor doing, which chancellor follow, he must be, he only preaching about this. And which chancellor, acharya or chancellor said many of things, doing this, doing good things, these things, but he is not follow himself. They are not follow themselves, the king or queen selfly not follow. So we are, which is the acharya? Acharya must be follow of those things, those ritual things, spiritual things, devotional things, and preaching about this. So Radharani show us the devotion to Krishna. What is the way? What is the devotion? What is the surrender to Krishna? So Radharani is our queen, our acharya of the Braj. And Radharani preach this. This is the Krishna devotion. You can serve to Krishna by this way, by this system. You serve to Krishna. Time is very short. So we must be pray to our queen, our acharya of the Braj. On this day, we wish is her birthday, Radha Ashtami, and we are pray, please, Mata, Devi Radha, Radha Rani, Devi Radha in Golok Vrindavan, but Radha Rani is here. Same. So we must be pray to Srimati Radharani. Please give us more mercy and blessing and instruction. How we are served, how you serve. Radharani is the topest server of the Krishna, and only she can give our instruction. How we are served the Krishna properly, how we are surrendered, how we are dedicated our life to Krishna, serve to Krishna. So time is very short. Any devotee have any question to me? Please speak in English or speak by Madhav Krishna Prabhu.
Wonderful, Maharaj. Thank you very much. Very beautiful.
I asked Gurudeva. Gurudeva, it's okay which I speak?
Very good.
I want something. If I have any mistake, I want some speech from Gurudeva. Any devotee have any question?
Maharaj, how can we inspire the devotion for Krishna in this Radhastami that is coming?
Okay. How we are? Again question.
How can we increase the devotion for Krishna in this Janmashtami celebration? What is the proper way to celebrate Radhastami?
Okay, and Janmashtami and Radhastami. We know Srimad Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have Radha Bhav. He served Srimati Radharani as Srimati Radharani to Krishna. So, by the parampara is our Gurudev, is the representative of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And also in Shastra say, Guru Krishna Rupa Shastra Paman, Guru Rupa Krishna, current Kripadan. Guru is the form of the Krishna. So, first we are dedicated and dedicated us and surrender to the lotus feet, holy lotus feet of the Guru. And we are must be follow the Gurudev instruction. How we are celebrate the Radhastami, celebrate the Janmashtami, which Gurudev said, Guru Mukha Padma Vakka Chittete Kariya Ika Arana Kariyo Manash. Many times, our Guru Bhargava, Srila Abhay Charana, Bhakti Vedanta Sai Maharaj Prabhupada, by Gurudev Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, Gurudeva Srila Bhakti Alak Paramadeti Sai Maharaj, they are every time said, Guru Mukha Padma Vakka Chittete Kariya Ika Arana Kariyo Manash. So, we are dedicated us, we are surrendered us to the Guru who have the bhav of the Radharani, because they are the follower, they are the generation of the Mahaprabhu, and they have the same Radha bhav to serve to Krishna. So only they can know how we are proper serve to Krishna and how we are celebrate the Radhastami. If we are not follow the instruction of our Guru, our spiritual master, not possible, because they are in Radha Bhav. Understand, Madhav Krishna?
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you very much. Beautiful answer.
Okay. Any devotee
I have another question.
Yes, Gurudeva.
How is the situation in Bangladesh with Mukunda and with all the other devotional groups which are there of the Gaudiya tradition? Is there any development in this direction of Vishwa Vaishnava Rajshava?
Yes, Gurudeva. I said you this. Already I discussing about the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha in Banshivadan temple. You know the Banshivadan temple in Shakari Bazar. You went 3 times there in Banshivadan temple, and there want the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha registration in Bangladesh. They are want to go and they are want to make their devotional activities, preaching. They are continue their Krishna consciousness life under the umbrella, which umbrella is Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. Because many of don't know about the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha continue exist in this world, have in this world. So when they are listening about the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha, registration is not necessary. First necessary, yes, registration is necessary, but first necessary. We are thinking, we have an organization. We are all Vaishnava under the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha, because in Banshivadan temple, there have a minimum 20 gurus disciple are joined the my 7 days Harikatha lecture there, and every day minimum 20 several gurus disciple they are joined there. And I think this is the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha Harikatha, not Harikatha from Birna Mission, not Harikatha from me. So they are feeling they are under Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. Many of ask me how we are member, how we are get membership. I say Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha member. If you follow the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada, and if you are thinking we are one, we are from one family, then you can member automatically for Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. So Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha's activities going on there continue by Mukul Prabhu, but now the situation of some social and political situation not good in Bangladesh. So they are now underground preaching, not preaching openly. But Janmashtami is so nicely in Bangladesh. I am in Vrindavan, but I got the news. And Jhulan Jatra, I went to Panchagor, to our Madan Mohan Gauriya Math, which is the branch of the Gopinath Gauriya Math, and Nishinga temple there. So they are happy when I said about the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. Devotees want there for listen about the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha. Mainly hired devotee who is the leader of the Bangladesh Vaishnava leader. Okay, Gurudeva.
Did you meet with Govinda?
Govinda Prabhu is busy, but one day I meet with Govinda Prabhu, and we are discussing, because Govinda Prabhu is busy for Hindu Mahajot, but he is also won the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha registration. Mukul Prabhu now contact with the Govinda Prabhu, have a nice contact. So I think now the emergency situation in Bangladesh, social and political, after Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha quickly registration by Mukul Prabhu and Govinda Prabhu, because Govinda Prabhu now the lawyer of Supreme Court, Bangladesh Supreme Court, and many of lawyer is your disciple, you know this already. So from the we have got the legal help from them. So this is not so tough for Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha registration, because maximum Hindu lawyer, the higher lawyer is your disciple, your follower. So after recover the social and political situation of Bangladesh, then they are quickly its registration. Okay, Gurudeva.
What about devotees traveling to Bangladesh? Any restriction? You cannot
Yes,
wear
Gurudeva.
devotional dress or what?
So much restriction in travel to Bangladesh because I am also not able to go to Bangladesh if I have my passport not by my family name, means my material name. Which devotee have passport with the devotional name, which sannyasi, they are not get the visa. Because our visa agent, Papu, first look my passport, then take photo with the beard, not fresh photo, without tilak, with beard photo, with beard. So Papu first said, show me your passport. Then when I saw my passport, Papu said, you can get the visa because your passport is material name. Srila Bhaktivinoda Bodhan Goswami Maharaj want to go to Bangladesh in Kartik. He is able because his passport also by material name, not by devotional name. Srila Bhakti Sarvasya Govinda Maharaj and many of our preacher for Bangladesh, they are not get the visa. Bangladesh High Commission totally ignore for give the visa to them, and no foreigner devotee and sannyasi cross the border and come back from Bangladesh, means enter the arrival and departure with devotional dress and not with devotional name passport. So like our communist country, like our Saudi Arab, I also enter with normal dress and come back with normal dress. In Bangladesh, I changed the dress in Haridas Thakur, Padbari, Haridas Thakur, Srila Haridas Thakur, Bhajan Kutir place. I changed the dress there because after I enter, and after I am come back with my sannyas dress in Dhaka. Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, Gauranga Prem Swami Maharaj, Bhakti Vijay Bhagavad Maharaj, and Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj, they are all went to Bangladesh with the pant shirt, normal dress, not with the sannyasi dress, no any Brahmachari, Mahabaraho, every. I meet with them in Bangladesh airport. Luckily, I am going and meet with Jayapataka Swami Maharaj and all of them. They are in normal days, not with sannyas days, not with devotional days. Now is not good situation. Political and social situation is not good for travel to Bangladesh for any devotees for openly preaching. If house preaching, temple preaching is okay, but openly in road preaching is not good and something riskable because in front of the Madha Gauriya Math, there are one Rishikesh Maharaj disciple Narottam Prabhu, very good person, very good devotee. I went his house for 2 times, make the house program full day house program, means all over the day long house program. So when I drop in, the second day I dropped there in just side of our Madha Gauriya Math, his house is there, his apartment is there. The some Maulavi come to me and asked me, you are from ISKCON? I said no. You are from Gauriya Math? I said no. Because I look their face. This is not like a normal face, not like a normal interview to me. Their face is the another type. And say, to whom you follow? I say, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur. I follow him. I am follower of him because I also chanting the Mahamantra like Haridas Thakur. Oh, you are the follower of the Pir Haridas. They are say Haridas Thakur is the highest spiritual master, Muslim spiritual master in the Bangladesh. So they are called Pir Haridas, means Guru Haridas. And they say, oh, so nice. No one can say I am follower of the Pir Haridas. You are the follower of the Pir Haridas. I say, yes, I am follower of the Pir Haridas. You look, I stay there. This is my This is my, I pay there for guest house. This is my receipt. You look, say, oh, really, you are follower of the Haridas Thakur. Go, there is the Hindu shop. This sweet shop is Hindu shop. I know this sweet shop is Hindu shop before. They are bring me and say, take some sweet, because in this situation, I am like a Chakrabuho, like Abhimanyu. I am under Chakrabuho. So I am eating the sweet from the sweet shop, Bikampu sweets. You Gurudeva, you remember, you go there for take the sweet in front of our Madhu Gaudiya Mat. Yes, Gurudeva, you remember this sweet shop? In front of the Madhu Gaudiya Mat, Dhaka. Then they say, okay, you can go now. I say, okay. So Bangladesh situation not good for traveling. Any foreigner devotee, any non-Bangladeshi devotee to Bangladesh now. धन्यवाद प्रणाम चैतन्य लीला प्रभु धन्यवाद
Jai Dandavas Maharaj.
धन्यवाद Gurudeva, any question more?
¿Alguna otra pregunta?
Okay, Madhav Krishna, any question from any devotees?
I think there is no more question, Maharaj. Oh yeah, please.
Yes, Mataji Narayani. Dandavad Pranam, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, more grace to the devotees. I was wondering why we should aspire for Krishna's mercy. Does the Radharani's mercy is not enough?
Because we are doing the Krishna Janmashtami, because Radharani, this is the one of the devotional activity of the duty of the Radharani. He is the Krishna Janmashtami every year. Like happy birthday of the Krishna, we are make happy birthday of many of devotee. We are make the best puja. Best puja, we are make the birth appearance. We are with the appearance festival of our gurus. This is like not same like Janmashtami, like forget the mercy from Guru. We are celebrate the Guru appearance day, like Mahaprabhu celebrate the Ishwar Puri and Ishwar Puri's appearance festival. One time Mahaprabhu is the appearance festival of the Ishwar Puri Pad on his birthplace near Kolkata. On there, in this is in near Hali Shahar, Haveli Shahar. There is Mahaprabhu is the appearance day of Ishwar Puri and said to everyone, taken this soil from here and put on your head, because my Gurudev Ishwar Puri Pad born here. And when every devotee taken soil from there make a pond. This is called Chaitanya Doba, Chaitanya Pond. So this is our one of the devotional activity. We are follow the Srimati Radharani. Our Guru Vargas is the Radha Bhava. There is the representative of the Mahaprabhu. So they have Bhava of the Radha Bhava, and they are follow the Radharani, and they are make the activities like Radharani. So just we are follow the Radharani for get the mercy from the Krishna. Radharani always want to get the mercy from the mercy and blessing from the Krishna. So we are also with the Krishna Janmashtami. Understand?
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
Any another question? Okay. Pancha kalpadru bhasya kipa sindhu bhavacha poitana pavana bhavishna namo.
Very nice, Harikatha. Thank you very much, Maharaj. Then now I will request to, well, just to let you know, there are also some devotees connected in our Vina Español that are also sharing the glories of this Harikatha, and also many other devotees have been getting online also. Okay, then Rasalila Mataji, would you like to share what have you prepared for today, Harikatha?
Hare Krishna. Mariani, c'est bon? Tu es prête? C'est bon? Tu n'as pas...
Oui, c'est bon, c'est bon.
Ok. Oh Maginati Marandati Genojana Shilakaya Chacharon Militam Yonatasmai Shrigarave Namaha. Je suis né dans les plus profondes ténèbres de l'ignorance, mais du flambeau de la connaissance. Mon maître spirituel m'a ouvert les yeux, je lui rends mon hommage respectueux.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, who with the torchlight of knowledge has opened my eyes, which were blinded by the darkness of ignorance.
J'offre mes hommages à mon maître spirituel, Shri Bhaktivinoda Swami Maharaj, ainsi que mon Shiksha Gurudev, Shri Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj, ainsi qu'à Shri Gopananda Bon Maharaj, tous les Maharaj, Vaishnava et Vaishnavi assemblés en cette occasion.
Rasalila Mataji offers her respects to her spiritual master, Srila Bhaktinandan Swami Maharaj, as well as to her Shiksha Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj, as well as Srila Gopananda Bon Maharaj, all Maharajis, Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis assembled on this occasion.
Il y a un kata que Gurudev a fait en 2017, le jour de Janamastami au temple de Vraja Bhavan à Rouen, qui me touche particulièrement, dont l'explication est très profonde, et que je n'avais pas encore entendu parler depuis que je connais les dévots sur la douceur de Krishna.
There is a kata that Gurudev spoke in 2017 on Janmastami Day at the Vraj Bhavan temple in Rouen, in the north of France, which particularly touches me, whose explanations is very deep and which I had not heard of since I have met the devotees. It's about the sweetness of Krishna.
Le nectar des divertissements de Krishna n'est pas doux que dans un seul sens, d'une seule manière. Il y a une infinité de différentes douceurs, un peu comme on peut voir dans ce monde.
The nectar of Krishna's pastimes is not sweet only in one way or one manner. There are an infinity of different sweet pastimes, very sweet, much like one can see in this world.
Les sucreries, spécialement à Vrindavan, faites avec le lait, sandesh laddu. Il y a beaucoup de subtilités, ce n'est pas simplement que du sucre, mais c'est mélangé à d'autres choses qui donnent toute une variété de goûts sucrés.
Sweets, especially in Vrindavan, made with milk, like sandesh, laddus, burfi, etc. There is a lot of subtlety. It's not just sugar, but it's mixed with other things, which gives a whole variety of sweet tastes.
Le nectar de Krishna est goûté avec les oreilles quand nous chantons les noms de Krishna. C'est bien sûr la langue goûte aussi et les oreilles le transfèrent ensuite au cœur, puis le cœur le goûte.
Krishna's nectar is tasted with the ears when we chant the names of Krishna. Of course, the tongue also tastes, and the ears then transfer it to the heart. Then the heart tests it.
Puis, le cœur peut également goûter la douceur de Krishna par le médium des yeux, qui voit la meilleure forme du Seigneur Krishna à travers l'odorat aussi.
Then the heart can also taste the sweetness of Krishna through the medium of the eyes, which see the wonderful form of Lord Krishna can be tasted also through smell.
Puis, à travers le toucher et ultimement à travers les pensées, car beaucoup de nectar coule de notre cœur quand nous nous souvenons des divertissements de Krishna.
Then through touch and ultimately through thoughts, for much nectar flows from our hearts when we remember Krishna's pastimes.
Pour cela, Krishna est venu pour s'expérimenter et se goûter lui-même à travers le Seigneur Chaitanya. Nous pouvons voir qu'il développe les 8 symptômes d'extase et est complètement submergé par les vagues de l'amour extatique.
For this, Krishna came to experience and taste himself through Lord Chaitanya. We can see that he develops the 8 symptoms of ecstasy and is completely overwhelmed by the waves of ecstatic love.
Nous marchons dans cette race au fur et à mesure de la progression du chant des salons. Nous devenons tels des mendiants dans un désert qui demandons ardemment de l'eau pour ne pas mourir de soif.
We walk in his footsteps as the chanting of the holy names progresses. We become like beggars in a desert who ardently ask for water as not to die of thirst.
Hier, je regardais une vidéo que j'avais filmée en direct au temple de Radha Gopinath Mandir de Prague chez Malati Devidasi. C'était l'abhishek de Srimati Radharani.
Yesterday, I watched a video that I had filmed live at the Radha Gopinath Mandir temple in Prague at Malati Devidasi. It was the abhishek of Srimati Radharani.
Je me rappelle que bien que l'adoration soit pareille dans tous les temples, le mood et l'état d'esprit diffèrent. Radha Krishna adore cette diversité de service.
And I remember that although the worship is the same in all temples, the mood and the state of mind differ. Radha and Krishna adore this diversity of services.
Au travers des dévots, ils peuvent goûter à toute une variété de goûts spirituels qui les enchantent et les rendent heureux.
Through the devotees, they can taste a whole variety of spiritual tastes which delight them and make them happy.
Srimati Radharani est l'origine du service des dévotions de toutes les expansions féminines et c'est elle qui envoie ses chères servantes pour nous réveiller de ce cauchemar matériel.
Srimati Radharani is the origin of devotional service and of all feminine expansions. It is she who sends her dear servants to awaken us from this material nightmare.
Sans elle, impossible d'atteindre Krishna ni de pouvoir être engagé à son service. Gurudev parle des échanges avec Krishna et de ses amis sur Srimati Radharani.
Without her, impossible to reach Krishna nor to be able to be engaged in his service. Gurudev speaks of the exchanges with Krishna and his friends about Srimati Radharani.
Krishna consciemment va mettre Srimati Radharani sur un piédestal en disant « Oh, elle est ma déesse, elle est tout pour moi. »
Krishna consciously puts Srimati Radharani on a pedestal, saying, "Oh, she's my goddess, she's everything to me."
Krishna parle de ses réalisations à ses Priya Narmasaka en disant « Ma défaite, toutes les défaites que j'ai avec Srimati Radharani, pour moi, c'est ma plus grande victoire. »
Krishna talks about his achievements to his Priya Narmasakas, saying, "My defeat, all the defeats I have with Srimati Radharani, for me is my greatest victory."
Cela me procure tellement de joie quand je suis capturée, domptée par l'amour de Srimati Radhika, et cette apparente défaite est pour moi ma plus grande victoire.
It gives me so much joy when I am captivated, captured, tamed by the love of Srimati Radhika, and this seeming defeat is for me my greatest victory.
Rapport de Yatra. Srila Bhakti Rakshakasiddhanti Maharaj était présent du 15 au 23 août. C'était ses premières fois en France. Il a pu assister à Janmastami au Vyasa Puja de Srila Prabhupada à Mirpur et nous parler des divertissements contenus dans le Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yatra report. Srila Bhakti Rakshakasiddhanti Maharaj was present from August 15 to 23. It was his first time in France. He was able to attend Janmastami and Srila Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja at Mirpur in the south of France and tell us about the entertainments contained in the Srimad Bhagavatam.
Pastimes. Il a récité le Bhagavad Saptaha. La récitation que Maharaj Parikshit a entendue en 7 jours est une première pour les dévots du Mirepoix.
He recited the Bhagavad Saptaha, the recitation that Maharaj Parikshit heard in 7 days. It is a first for Mirepoix devotees.
Il a lu une lettre qu'a écrite Srila Prabhupada à Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj en 1973 pour l'inviter à Sridham Mayapur afin d'y poser la première pierre du temple.
He read a letter written by Srila Prabhupada to Srila Bhakti A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj in 1973, inviting him to Sridham Mayapur to lay the foundation stone of the temple there.
Radhumna Maharaj sera présent en France du 1er au 4 septembre, principalement du côté de Paris et de la Nouvelle Mayapur. Le programme sera des harinam, des chants dansés et finalement fêter Radhastami au temple.
Radhumna Maharaj will be present in France from September 1st to 4th, mainly in Paris and New Mayapur. The program will be harinam, songs, dancing, and finally celebrating Radhastami.
Les dévots sont toujours autant affairés à trouver des solutions pour sauver le temple de la Nouvelle Mayapur avec leur souci de remise aux normes de sécurité incendie du château et de la guest house.
Devotees are still busy finding solutions to save the temple of the new Mayapur farm, with their worries about bringing the castle and guest house up to the fire safety standards.
Srila Bodhana Maharaj sera présent lundi prochain à Dijon et restera pour quelques jours pour ensuite partir à Mirepoix pour fêter Radhastami.
Srila Bodhana Maharaj will be present next Monday in Dijon, in the east of France, and will stay for a few days before leaving for Mirepoix to celebrate Radhastami. Super, Salila. Very good. Bahut acha.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Rasalila Mataji. Thank you very much, Narayani Mataji. Very beautiful explanation and report of Sri Krishna Janmastami, Sri Radhastami, and of course also the preaching report in France. Very nice to hear how the preaching is going on, and more devotees are also getting connected to this beautiful service. So I see many other devotees are also online. Srila Bhaktialok Brahmaviti Maharaj, would you like to give some words according to today's topics, and also about what you were talking about, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktivedanta Swami English language instructions, changes?
Mancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuba eva cha patitanang pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. I did not prepare myself very much for the topics because I was sure that some of our great acharyas online will come up with some very deep explanation on the holy appearance of Radha and Krishna. So, but I was preparing myself for something about Gaudiya Vaishnavism in general, which I like to present to you as a revolutionary discovery. It is a discovery for anybody who English is not his mother tongue, or for anybody who is like trying to preach the Siddhanta of Krishna consciousness. And he may not realize that Srila Prabhupada Bhaktivedanta Swami actually coined many terms which make it possible to represent or to explain the transcendental philosophy. I was brought to that attention by Bhaktichandana Shanto Maharaj. And as we drove deeper into the subject, the more we got surprised how Srila Prabhupada actually created a Krishna consciousness language with many terms which explain the philosophy. Now here I can give just a list of those words. Then to go deeper into this, each and everyone can think about it. For example, what do these words mean in French, in Russian, Hungarian, Portuguese? Because last not least, all the books of Prabhupada were translated from English, not from Sanskrit or from Bengali. Prabhupada presented us with this philosophy in English language, even though the original is not in English. We can compare that by the translations of Sadananda and Walter Eidlitz of Vamanadev, who went to India and studied the philosophy in the original Hindi, Bengali, Sanskrit language, and they made some German translations, and they came up with a few other words, which are a little different than Prabhupada's, but they did not become famous. But what Prabhupada did, it is practically now the basis for universal conversation on Hinduism, Vaishnavism, etc. So I just made a list of words which Prabhupada created. These words, they were not understood in the English language from a Vaishnava point of view. I will go through the list without much explanation. Otherwise, it'll become a full lecture, and I don't want to give a lecture here. I just want to share this incredible gift Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada gave to the world. And he also gave to all the teachers of theism, like if Govinda Maharaj or if Vamana Maharaj or whoever preached afterwards in the Western world, you could bet that they would use Prabhupada's words. So it was an historical transformation. Here I go with the list. Marginal energy. There's not such a thing as a marginal energy in the English understanding. It is referring to the Jiva Tattva. But since people don't know what is Jiva Tattva, so they have to understand what the heck is a marginal energy. Next one, internal energy, Antaranga Shakti. People know the word energy, but what is an internal energy? And then what is the external energy, which you may call Bahiranga Shakti, which also could be used intrinsic or extrinsic. The next one is from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. It's not even created by Bhaktivedanta Swami. It is called Moyati. Moyati means the half. So there's the divine, the Paramapurusha, the supreme moiety in the form of Krishna, and the other half moiety in the form of Sri Radha. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati explained, because these words are there to understand the philosophy. The next one is divine couple. Well, the divine couple is not a beautiful couple, but it's the divine couple, which is the divine Radha Krishna, Lakshmi Narayan, Sitaram. They're divine couples. Otherwise, you can't really say. Maybe some people would say Shiva Parvati is also a divine couple, or Brahma and Saraswati, like that. But divine couple doesn't refer to just a beautiful couple of this world. Then there is conditioned soul. Well, we know that the souls go through many stages, but they're conditioned by what? They're conditioned by the three modes of material nature, which again, doesn't exist in English language. 3 modes of material nature. People have no idea what is passion, what is goodness, and what is ignorance from the point of view of the 3 modes of the material nature. So even passion, ignorance, and goodness has been words which had to be redefined by the Gaudiya Vaishnavas in order to make sense. Then the next thing is liberated soul. So a liberated soul means somebody who is going beyond the samsara. That's not known to anybody who is an atheist. He doesn't know what a liberated soul is all about. So by creating the term liberated soul, already you are preaching that you can reach liberation of some kind. And there's different stages of liberation, as we Salokya, Shashti, Samitpya, Sarupya, Katmang, Idiota. There's different types, levels of liberations. Then the next one Prabhupada coined was spiritual sky. I mean, spiritual sky, we hear about the sky, but the spiritual sky is unknown to those who are scientists looking through the telescope, because they cannot see that spiritual sky. So only with the Shraddha of a Vaishnava, you can look at the spiritual sky, and with the help of the Shastras. Then the next one is super soul. I was mentioning before. How can there be a super soul? What is this? The soul above the soul. So then there's the impersonal energy. Energy we know, but an impersonal energy, what is that meaning? That means the absence of a personal presence. So Paramatma is the personal presence, omnipresence in every atom. And then is Brahman, which is the impersonal energy. Again, this is an introduction. Planetary systems we get from the Vedas, 14 planetary systems in one universe, and then there's so many universes, but the word planetary systems, that comes from Srila Prabhupada. Then the cyclic succession, that understanding is also coming from Krishna himself. So Prabhupada was explaining what is the Guru Parampara. So he said that is he called it the disciplic succession. And the liberation of Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, that is also an explanation of the stages of liberation. Then there's the social orders and spiritual orders. Again, they're not known to the Western world. When we're talking about social orders, they're thinking of something totally different. And spiritual orders like Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas, the Westerners has no idea. So Prabhupada created social orders, spiritual orders. Then he explained the word fruitive work. Fruitive work is something completely unique because it means karmic work, conditioned by action and reaction. So the fruitive work, Prabhupada, he pointed out to us what keeps us in the material world. Then he explained low births and high births. Now, already when you say low births, high births, you are invoking reincarnation. You are invoking the law of karma, good karma, bad karma. All these things are Prabhupada terms, which he used, and many people used it because you cannot explain the Vedic philosophy without it. Next one is pure devotion. Srila Prabhupada spoke about devotion. We know the word devotion, but we don't know pure devotion because only pure devotees know what is pure devotion. So if you have no idea of who is a pure devotee, then also you cannot understand what is pure devotion. Next, materialistic. To worship material matter as the supreme, that materialism is understood, but the attitude of being materialistic, that's created by Prabhupada. The next one is deity, a divine statue. I mean, we cannot think of a divine statue without the Shraddha of the Vaishnavas. Therefore, divine statue or deity archana vigraha, that is introduced by the face of the devotees. Otherwise, people would say puppet, doll, statue, but they cannot imagine a deity where the divine is present. Next word of Prabhupada is mundane world. We know of the world, we know that there's materialism and spiritual vision, but those who are just looking at the world in this mood of exploitation or indifference, they make the mundane world manifest. So otherwise, in spiritual life, even the mundane world can be spiritualized by dovetailing all the mundane things to Krishna's seva. Next, subtle body and subtle world. Prabhupada created that because of course in Sanskrit you have these words, no? Shukshma, Sarira, and like this. But for translation of these words, that was Prabhupada's unique contribution, absolutely unique. Then the next one is conjugal. The divine couple is a conjugal relationship, but this conjugal in spiritual life means something quite different than conjugal name in the mundane sense, which is just a marriage. But the conjugal rasa of the rasas, Shantadasya, Shakya, Vatsalya, this is very different. It requires, so conjugal rasa is Madhurya rasa. Then the paternal, maternal rasa of Vatsalya rasa. That is, this is again something very, very different. So the next word we have come, living entity. Prabhupada introduced the concept of living entities. So that means the soul. But if you do not have an idea that the living entity is different from this body, then you cannot realize this. So it is very helpful to consider the word living entity. Now you translate all these words in your own language and you see how Prabhupada has affected and changed your language, because only by the Prabhupada language we can understand the spiritual philosophy. You may call this philology, that the study of the language and the deeper meaning of languages. Next one is Supreme Personality of Godhead. I mean, only a Vaishnava knows who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, those who are not Vaishnavas, for them, that doesn't mean anything. Supreme Personality would mean for them somebody high and talented or very expert. But of Godhead means there is God and there's personality. So it changes, it breeds the ground for an entire presentation of divine availability. Then, of course, again, the three modes of material nature. And then another word Prabhupada coined was mellows. Mellow has nothing to do with marshmallows. Mellows, this is the tastes of Dasya, Shakya, Madhurya, Vatsalya. They are the devotional mellows. And that's what Prabhupada coined. He said the devotional mellows in Spanish means melosidades. Like it helps us, but we have to explain it. The next one is living soul, spirit soul. So the spirit soul is that there is something in us which is spiritual, which is living. That means it's a total preaching against atheism, which says the soul is a subproduct of matter. So in that sense, it doesn't make much sense. The next one is part and parcel. Srila Prabhupada used to say that the jiva is part and parcel of Bhagavan. So what does it mean, part and parcel? This is he adapts our divine identity, and at the same time he diminishes it to a limited dimension rather than being a cloned copy of the Supreme. No, we are parts and parcels. That is simultaneously one and different. Then the next one is constitutional position. That is something totally created by Prabhupada. What is a constitutional position? And what is a conditioned soul? how does it, we already explained that, but the constitutional position is somebody who is acting according to his eternal Svarupa, his eternal relationship with the Lord. Then comes occupational duties. Prabhupada created that. There's no occupational duties really in our Western language. When we made the boss may say, your occupational duty is this and that, but the occupational duties of Prabhupada are our dharma before the Supreme Lord and the universal law. So it's something very high. Next one Prabhupada created was a poor fund of knowledge, that to show that we have a lot of brain capacity, but finally what we know is just a poor fund of knowledge because we have no access to the highest knowledge. The next word Prabhupada coined is holy dham. We know land, but what makes land holy? That is all depending on our spiritual understanding. So by introducing the name Holy Dham, we know there's something different between going to Vrindavan and Mayapur or to visit Nairobi or Tokyo. Otherwise, some people say, oh, it's also holy there. But he created the Holy Dhams, he explained the Holy Dhams, he revealed the Holy Dhams, and he invited us to the Holy Dhams. So he created a whole Vrindavan awareness. The next word Prabhupada used, some yogis also used it, but it is only understandable in our philosophy. It's called transcendental. That something or someone is transcendental to the normal, ordinary, lower spheres. The next word Prabhupada created was division of society according to action and mood. Varna Ashrama. He gave this to us because we didn't know about this division of society. We only knew about Karl Marx saying he wanted a classless society, but we never knew that there's a division of society for the benefit of society that was not aware to us. So Prabhupada had to create a whole philosophy in his language and explain everything. The next word Prabhupada created is sense gratification. That is not there in English, sense gratification, to live for your senses. This is understandable when you think that there's a dovetailing or giving one's senses to the service of the Lord. Then it becomes devotional service instead of sense gratification. So devotional service, that is created by Prabhupada. Otherwise, we wouldn't know of it. Then next one Prabhupada created is lording it over. Means that the conditioned soul wants to become the master, and that's why he comes to the material world. As long as we want to lord it over, then we will remain in the material world. Then there's the perverted reflection. Again, Prabhupada said that. We know from the Bhagavatam that the material world is the banyan tree of the spiritual world perverted into the opposite. So we know from there. But the word perverted reflection was again created by Prabhupada, which is so much applicable. Then we have planetary systems. So demigods. It hardly ends. I just picked up a few of these words so we can understand how unbelievable Srila Prabhupada's gift was to the world, that he created this amazing way of having a language to explain Krishna consciousness. That language did not exist previously to Prabhupada. It's simply new. And every preacher needs that language. Otherwise, you want to explain all these terms, it'll be quite complicated. So we owe Srila Prabhupada all a lot. I think in the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha, it is also our duty as followers of Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada to show to the other Gaudiya, to the other Vaishnavas in the world, how great the contribution of Bhaktivedanta Swami was really to all of us. Sometimes people may not understand it fully. And that may be also the fault of some of the disciples of Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who were also kind of fanatic or puffed up and thinking then they're more or better than the Gaudiya Math or anything like that, because they were proud because they belonged to Prabhupada's society or something like that. But really the universal character of the Vaishnavas, it can be felt in the Vishwa Vaishnava Rajshava. And that is, it is very great joy for us to give recognition to Bhaktivedanta Swami for creating the language to speak into the world the divine message of Nityananda and Gauranga. I will rest my case here in this point, not to make my words too extensive, because it is a project here we have, which many people should get to be able to say something. And I just worked in Brazil with Chandan Maharaj on this list, and every word we discovered, our surprise became bigger and bigger. How Srila Prabhupada really created a language for the future, for understanding theism, pure theism, by understanding that there's a supreme personality of Godhead, there's a marginal platform, there's a super soul, there is an impersonal energy, there's a conditioned soul, there's a liberated soul, and all this together helps us to understand what the Gaudiyas actually came to give to this world. And of course, since we are just starting the preaching of Krishna consciousness, therefore we have to understand, my God, this is, they're really the key for coming towards the world and giving them the gifts of our acharyas. Thank you very much, and wishing you all a great preaching all over the world. Vishwa Vaishnava Rajshava Ki Jai, and very happy to meet you today. Dandavad.
Jai, Dandavad Pranam. Thank you very much, Maharaj. Yeah, actually, I never thought on it, but it's true. It's a very great contribution what we have get from Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, also changing our language and explaining concepts that are not possible to understand in our languages, coming from languages as the Bengali or Sanskrit. There are some concepts that we don't have the word for making a direct translation. Then it is important to understand that actually what Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada gave us is that key, that opportunity to understand such a great philosophy in simple words, in words we can understand, but coming with all the concept, that then there is where you say is coming a new language on it. Thank you very much. And yeah, we see the Srila Prabhupada contributions are still coming on. Okay, then is Ishapriya Prabhu still connected? Ishapriya Prabhu, is still online?
Madhava Krishna, he is outside of city and he has bad connection. He told to give him his obeisances to all devotees, but his connection so bad he couldn't stay connected.
Okay, thank you very much, Lilamai Mataji. Amarendra Das Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad pranams to Srila Gurudev and all the devotees in the renewation.
Where are you connected from?
I'm from Mexico, Prabhuji.
And how is the preaching going on there?
Well, in here, we have a beautiful temple called Radha Kunja Vihari Mandir, and we have programs all the Sundays, yes. And actually tomorrow is a beautiful day to Harinam Sankirtan, and we keep together to give the best and keep preaching to new people around there. So it's amazing. It's I don't know how to describe the happiness to give us and all the projects we have. So yeah, so amazing.
Awesome. Very nice to see how Srila Prabhupada, Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission is expanding all around. So we just hear from Berlin, from France, from Brindavan, and now we are hearing from Mexico. And we are really all glad every time we hear a success from one temple from all around the world. Doesn't matter what mission is it, we are all very happy because this means the success of the holy name. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Dandavat pranams to all of.
I see also here, and welcome. I think it's your first time on the meeting, so you please continue coming. We are very happy you are online today.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Dandavat pranams.
Now I see Parshat Prabhu, Parshat Das, Hare Krishna. Okay, maybe he is not connected. Chandravali Mataji, Hare Krishna, and Pranam from San Agustin. Hare Krishna, Chandravali Mataji. She's not there. Is any other English speaker devotee would like to add something to today's meeting? Many devotees are connected. Please don't be shy. Nitai Padas Prabhu, Hare Krishna, from Colombia, Dandavat Pranam. Nitai Padas. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. ¿Cómo estás?
Haribol Nitai.
Dígame, Prabhu.
¿Quisieras compartir algunas palabras?
Algunas palabritas, pues ya que me da la oportunidad, claro. Muchas gracias por la oportunidad de compartir con toda la familia Brinda Parivar Internacional, Asociación Mundial Vaishnava. Mangyana Miranda Siag, Yanan Yana, Salataya, Chaksuru Militan Yana Tasmai, Sri Gurave Namaha, Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangumlam Jagategri, Yagribataman Bande, Sri Gurinatarinam. Muchas gracias por todas las bendiciones que nos han dado, por tener esta grata asociación de tantos Vaishnavas, almas realmente interesadas en conocer y servir a la suprema personalidad de Dios, el Señor Sri Krishna.
I want to offer my Dandavat Pranam to all the assembled devotees, to my spiritual masters who are always inspired and try to explain the Vaishnava philosophy to all the souls that are suffering in this world.
La Suprema Personalidad de Dios, junto con su representante genuino, el Maestro Espiritual, descienden para liberarnos y ayudarnos a salir del enredo de la ilusión.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead has appeared in the form of the spiritual master to save all the alive entities that are suffering in this material world.
Y una vez que esto sucede, emprendemos el camino hacia la trascendencia, hacia la liberación, la verdadera existencia del alma.
And once this starts, we are starting the process on the way to the transcendence.
Y poderse dedicar al servicio devocional de la divina pareja es la perfección máxima de la existencia espiritual.
And being able to dedicate ourselves on the service of the supreme couple is the highest goal of our existence.
Por lo tanto, debemos poner todo el empeño necesario sin escatimar esfuerzos para lograr esa meta.
That's why we should try all our best without any reserve to reach that goal.
Y por la misericordia del Señor Ganesh podemos hacerlo. Él nos ayuda a vencer todos los obstáculos.
And by the mercy of Lord Ganesh, we can do that because he can remove all the obstacles.
Jai, Tador Sila Prabhupada Sila Guru Maharaj Ki Jai, Sri Guru Parampara Ki Jai, Radhe Radhe.
Jai Gurudev, Jai Prabhupada. Radhe Radhe. Gracias, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Hari Hari Bol.
¿Cómo está la prédica por allá? Denos un pequeñito reporte.
La prédica por aquí muy bonita, muy chévere. Siempre hay gente conociendo y entusiasmada y queriendo conocer acerca de Krishna. Obviamente siempre aparecen mentes muy enredadas y muy confundidas en el mundo material.
The preaching here is going very well. A lot of people is coming and they all want to know about Krishna and hear about Krishna. But of course, we can also find many disturbed and crazy minds that are an obstacle for themselves to grow up spiritually.
Es un asunto científico que cuando alguien realmente no quiere servir o no tiene la intención de servir a la Suprema Personalidad de Dios, la mente por lo general se enreda en miles y miles de conceptos.
It is scientific to say that when someone doesn't want to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then their mind become a trouble and they are not able to understand the process because they have a lot of wrong concepts in their minds.
Todos ustedes que son grandes predicadores tienen experiencia directa en eso, donde encuentran personas con las mentes contaminadas por cientos y cientos de ideas de filosofías, mezclas científicas y mezclas de hasta de extraterrestres.
And you all that are great preachers, you will know that the people who has that is coming to the temple, sometimes they have hundreds and hundreds of concepts mixed with different kind of religions and science, even the aliens.
Entonces, por eso debemos conocer muy bien la misión del Señor Chaitanya Mahaprabhu en este mundo.
That's why we have to know very well the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this world.
Que es el único que nos puede desenredar y desenvolver la mente de semejante enredo.
That he is the only one who can clarify our minds and take us out from this trouble, mind trouble.
El enredo que produce las reacciones de las actividades productivas en el mundo material.
that trouble that is coming from the reactions of the actions in this material world. Prabhu, cuéntanos un poquito cómo estuvo la celebración de Janmashtami en Colombia. I am asking Prabhuji to tell us some about the Janmashtami celebration in Colombia.
Yay, Sri Janmashtami ki Yay. Estuvo muy bonito, muy hermoso, Guru estuvo muy feliz. Hubo muchas iniciaciones.
Was very beautiful, very nice. Guru Deva was very happy and with a lot of hubo muchas ¿qué? Comunicaciones.
Iniciaciones.
Iniciaciones.
A lot of initiations were there.
Aproximadamente unas 450 personas.
Approximately 450 people got initiated this time.
La deidad del Señor Jagannath Baladev Subhadra dio la misericordia al pueblo de Granada, Cundinamarca.
The deities of Lord Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra that are in Medellin came to Granada, Cundinamarca to give also their blessings.
Y hubieron muchas, Gurudeva nos expuso también la inauguración de 2 fincas cerca de Bogotá.
And Gurudeva was also present there in the inauguration of some farms, new farms.
Y muchos devotos entusiasmados por participar en el servicio del Señor Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bajo la instrucción de nuestro Gurudeva.
A lot of devotees were very enthusiastic on participate on the different projects under the guidance of our spiritual master.
Los devotos muy entusiasmados, muy inspirados también, todos, muchas danzas, una nueva generación de danzarinas de la Academia de Danzas de la India.
So it was very inspiring to see how many devotees are being inspired on the services, and how the new generation of devotees and new generation of dancers from the Indian Academy dance are also taking part of the sevas.
El nacimiento de Krishna también nacen muchas inspiraciones y muchas personas inspiradas a servir a Krishna. Es el Krishna Janmashtami.
In the birth or appearance of Krishna are also born and also appearing so many inspirations for serving Krishna. This is the bliss of Janmashtami.
Así vemos cómo nace mucha gente el día de Janmashtami para servir al Señor.
So in this way, we see that how a lot of people is also born in this Janmashtami day.
Jai, Sri Janmashtami ki jai.
Jai, Sri Janmashtami ki jai. Thank you very much, Nitai Pada Das Prabhu.
Thanks. Same for you.
Muchas gracias, muchas gracias. Wonderful, wonderful. More nectar is coming from all different sides of the world. Is someone from Ecuador? I see Radharani is there. Hare Krishna, Radharani, Dandavat Pranam.
Jai Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams, Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna Mataji, could you please give us a report of the preaching in Ecuador Mandir?
I guess probably who could give a better report from that, it will be like the president of the temple of Gita Mandir, Prabhu Prasad. I guess he is around here.
Pero ponga la foto, ponga la cámara y hable en español.
No.
Sí, a verla, nosotros la vemos.
Prabhu Prasad.
Prabhu Prasad está ahí, is there? Prabhu Prasad is there? Mataji? Hare Krishna?
No, it looks like he's not there.
Okay, then you give the report, please. In English language is better.
Okay. What I can say is that last Janmashtami, for example, it was very ecstatic experience. It was very, very beautiful. There was lots of devotees from different parts of Ecuador. They came to celebrate in the main temple in Quito, Mandir, where Lord Gopinath, he was very complacent, shining with a very beautiful pink dress. They opened the altar at 12. So it was a very beautiful chantings and kirtan. Yeah, so I guess they predict on the preaching in Ecuador, it's been better than it was before, I guess. It is improving, and yeah, trying to do everything with love. I'm sorry I cannot give a very big report. I always think that sometimes the people who are living in the temples, they can give a better report. But as far as I know, this is what I can say. So Dandavas pranams to all of you. And Lord Krishna always bless. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mataji. It is always beautiful to hear that the celebration of Janmashtami was very ecstatic, and that many devotees also took part of it, that also the preaching is improving is very nice to know. And now we see that we are hearing devotees from all around the world, and this is very inspiring actually, because we are not alone, we are not feeling alone in our effort to get Krishna's service and to please our Guru Parampara, our Guru Varga, who are the most merciful. Because without them, how could we know about the world of transcendence? We will be living just trying to get a job and some money and suffering for the miseries of this material world. The mundane miseries that I would add this concept, this word, as the ones that Srila Prabhupada Bhaktivedanta Swami gave us, the miseries of the mundane world. So in this way, if someone else would like to add something else, please let me know. ¿Alguien más quiere participar, decir algo, por favor?
Noémie, tu veux rajouter quelque chose?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Just I was thinking, I was looking at the Vaishnava calendar. Yes. And just like when Krishna appeared, his intimate companions appeared before him. And before Radhastami, there is Lalita Sakhi's appearance. And I think also Vishaka Sakhi's. It's not mentioned on my calendar, but I can remember that. And also, tomorrow, Sunday, is the appearance day of Srila Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj. So I'm sure his intimate companion servant of Srimati Radharani and all the Sakis. So he appeared also before. I don't know, maybe my speculation. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Jai Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for sharing. Actually, it is like that. All these beautiful festivals and appearance and disappearance of our acharyas and Krishna's devotees and Krishna's associates are always a joy for us, and actually should give us some feeling. And for getting that feeling, we must try to establish a relation. And we must try to establish that relation on the service, on trying to please them. And that's what we are trying to do in this effort to please Srila Jiva Goswami, Janava Mata, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but keeping united in these Zoom meetings that are so important for the union of the Vaishnava community. And as Srila Bhakti Alok Paramadhiti Maharaj was saying today, all our Guru Vargas has been very happy to be part of this Vaishnava union. So thank you for remembering us this also these beautiful dates, and hope and wish all of you to take care of these dates and try to use them for pray more and surrender more, and continue in our spiritual practice. Okay, so I will thank all of you for today's meeting. I would like to let you know that for next month, we are using another platform. So we could manage better these meetings, and also to keep going and improving the Seva. And if someone else would like to help us to improve the service with translation or by making invitations or managing social media or a YouTube channel, then we will be very happy to add you at our World Vaishnava Association Secretaries team and try to see how more we can offer more service to all Vaishnavas around the world. Estaba diciendo que les agradezco a todos por su participación en el día de hoy en la reunión y que esta va a ser la última vez que vamos a usar este link de Zoom. Ahora vamos a utilizar una nueva plataforma de Zoom para la reunión del próximo mes, y que todos los que quieran participar y unirse al grupo de secretarios de la Asociación Mundial Vaishnava en algún servicio, ya sea de traducción, manejar redes sociales o el canal de YouTube o hacer posteos o lo que sea, puede por favor contactarme y entonces estaríamos hablando para poder mejorar y desarrollar cada vez más el servicio para la Asociación Mundial Vaishnava. Y para todos los Vaishnavas, todos los devotos, prestar un mejor servicio para todos. Okay, then thank you very much. From the Vrindavan Dham, send you all the blessings of Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna. And hope to see you soon in Kartik month, Kartik Mass. And the ones who cannot come, please also send us your blessings. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Radhe. Gaura Hari Bol. Vishva Vaishnava Rakshava ki Jai. World Vaishnava Association ki Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Gaura Premanandi.
Hare Krishna.
Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Krishna ki Jai. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Maharaj ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada. Haribol. Radhe Radhe. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe. Gracias, Prabhu Madhava. Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Ay.
Guru Maharaj ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Prabhupada Krishna ki jai. Todas las glorias a los devotos reunidos. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Gaura Pramanandi. Hari Hari Bol.
Haribol.
Haribol.